Today, once again, we are going back in time and we're going to be making this old school classic beef kebabs. These are common snacks I've not seen them in fine dining restaurants like uptown restaurants, but they are so common downtown and it's a bang always. Anyways, we have our ground beef. We are going to be having some onions, garlic, eggs, and our spices. We have black pepper, paprika, cumin, salt to season, and Dania. We have flour. I'm going to be showing you how to use that one, and then basically that's it. So we're just going to chop our onions and garlic, and as we do that, I'd love to request whoever is new here to first of all subscribe and then feel at home. You're welcome. We cook anything, everything here, and I am just sharing my experiences, and it's always like a guide. You can always twist everything that you want, do things how you prefer them. I'm only sharing how I do things in my house, and I hope it inspires someone to actually get into their kitchen, be comfortable, and cook everything as they like it. So anyways, we're going to mix our garlic with a knife, and then those are all the vegetables we're going to be using. If you want to stuff your kebabs with more vegetables, people adding potatoes and all these things to plump them up, please go on ahead and do that. But for now, we're going to melt some butter and then add in our garlic, and once it's fragrant, we'll go in with our onions and do the same. Just keep on mixing them into the butter until they are all sweated and gotten a bit tender and nice and fragrant, really aromatic. And then we're going to remove the fire and put them aside. If my voice is sounding a little bit funny, it's because I think it's not, I'm not diagnosed yet, but I think I have tonsillitis and I'm speaking with so much grace. I think I love it also. Anyways, go ahead and season your meat. I'm using some little bit of salt and then I'm adding my spices. Cumin, I really love cumin. If you've been here, I'm sure you know that. I really love cumin, black pepper, paprika, and then we add in our sauteed onions and garlic mixture, and then we'll add in some little bit of flour. Some people add in potatoes to hold them together. Some people add in eggs, and then others add in breadcrumbs. But we're just going to be using about 2 teaspoons of flour and then add in our fresh dania. This takes it to the next level. I think my favorite herb or fresh herb to eat in any kind of meat is coriander, same as dania, same as cilantro leaves. So I'm just going to, I tried mixing it with a spatula, but it wasn't working, and washed my hands and then went in with them and mixed everything. You need to mix this and make sure the salt gets everywhere, because if you do not give it time to mix properly, you may find the salt is like in one place and then the rest of the meat is not working. By the way, do you ever go to the supermarket? Anyways, let me first show you. We're going to keep on wetting our hands and then roll out our kebabs like this. Other people put this on a skewer, but the traditional ones here in Uganda are not put on a skewer, so we're just going to roll them like this. Here, back with the gist I was going to tell you. You ever go to a random supermarket because you felt creative and wanted to try something good and, decided, let me go and buy some minced meat, only for you to reach home and it's bad, it smells like people waited for this meat to go bad, only for them to mince it and sell it to you without actually noticing that this meat was old? Yuck. I know the feeling. I get my minced meat from Sky Meat Shop in case you want to, buy something fresh, anything fresh meat. Sky Meat Shop in Ntinda is your plug. You're welcome. Anyways, after rolling them out like this, we are going to break some eggs into I'm using these plastic ones because they are a little bit more flat than the mixing bowls. I don't want to struggle. I don't like struggling. So I'm going to use the disposable ones. I'm not going to dispose them off, of course, but season the eggs with some salt because we don't want to be biting into something that is like plain and dense. And that's it. We're going to coat our kebabs with some little bit of flour to hold everything in place and keep them intact, and then transfer them into our egg mixture. Now, here is where the trick is. You will need a little bit of more eggs because you're going to keep on, repeating the coating with the eggs process, like I'm going to show you. On a hot pan, we're going to pour some oil. You'll need a wide pan so that they are able to, go there flat and not be bent, because the pan is a bit smaller for them. And if you do not have a bigger pan, then make shorter kebabs. Yeah. So our dusted kebabs, we are now going to coat them with some little bit of egg, and this is going to take them to the next level. Remember, the minced meat is not cooked, so you need the cooking oil to be on medium heat so that it does not burn the outside coating without actually sending the heat inside the meat. I hope you understand. Keep the heat a little bit low so you do not burn your kebabs before they actually cook through. So this is about 5 minutes in the oil. We remove, keep a little bit outside, and do another batch. And when those ones cool down, we put back into the egg. Depending on how fluffy you want your kebabs to be, you can coat as many times as you want, but for me, I coated only 3 times. Bring back the kebabs after they've cooled down for like 1 minute to 2, and coat them again with the eggs, and then repeat the process. Put them back in the oil and cook it. Make sure the oil is still the same temperature. It's a bit not too hot, that it does not burn out immediately, because the egg, it's going to burn out. You get, it's like such a fragile thing. It's going to burn out, like you already see. So if it burns out and it's golden brown before the meat inside cooks, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So you may need to keep your fire low and keep them in at least 5 minutes each turn. Those are 15 minutes, they should be ready. Repeat the same process. Put back in the egg if you want it more coated, and then put back in the oil as you please. Mine are done. I only coated thrice and they were ready, and this is how they look like. If you walk downtown in those small fast food places, you're going to find a kebab somewhere. It is one of those meals that you eat on a budget when you don't have money to buy like proper meat or chicken, and you just say, what, give me a kebab and I'll go. It's always full if done well. I hope you like this video and this recipe, and enjoy an old school classic. If you never had these ones, if you've never eaten them, hi child's favorites of the heavens, you're here. Make them at home and taste the goodness. See what we've been saying. I'll see you soon. Bye.